So it's time to start cutting up that slab there to fit as steps out there. So the main part of that step there is 580 wide. If I do it this way, I can get 580 without having to move all that rubbish. And I'd rather just start cutting concrete and get on with the job rather than having to do all that tidy up. So I think I'll just crack on and do it. I've already made one error, which I've caught in plenty of time, so I'll fix it now. That is the correct line for the pit, but everything else needs to move 20 mils that way, so I can get my channel for jackhammering in without going outside my lines. So I think I've done my calculations right for this design, but everything just needs to move sideways. That's how far I got when the machine died, and this is the second time occurring. I would take it back for a refund, for a replacement, except I lost the receipt. I'll have another look inside, but if I can't fix it this time, I'll have to buy a new one because I need it, but I don't have the receipt to get a warranty on this one. Keep your receipts, people.
First 6 weeks.
My name's Ken, I'm the skipper of this boat, and Emil is your deckhand.
Is quite important. Overall, Port Kembla contributes about $2.9 billion every year to the New South Wales economy, which is quite substantial. And through the supply chain, the port's operations support about 10,000 jobs. While we're talking about cement, it's important to draw on another one of Port Botany's advantage. Tugs are essential to what we do. From a safety perspective, they are critical to making sure that the ships are able to come into berth and depart of an Olympic 50-metre swimming pool in an hour with its hose going, which is pretty impressive. In Australia, the Illawarra Steelers, for those who are fans of footy, a bit like me, would be familiar with that name. On top of that, we had about 16,000 other ro-ro pieces of equipment, if you like. That can be anything from buses to rolling stock, trains and trams that you might ride on in the wheels that can be rolled on or off. The one thing I must flag is the rolling stock, the train carriages. They're actually on the vessels, and the stevedores on the vessels. The team on the vessel, the crew, right through to the stevedores who get them off, then the people who do the biosecurity inspection. Into a lot of drinks. In the United States, a lot of bakery products have grain products. That has been closed while the squadron construction was going on, and I believe there's some conversations going on at the moment.
And I'll be honest, he actually said it.
There's a second one down there. That's tricky. I wonder, do I have to dig the rest of them out to make sure? That's a pain. I'm going to have to go all the way around the whole slab and check the second ones. So the steel nearly caught me out. There's one there, I've cut that. There's one there, I didn't cut that because I didn't see it. It's a bit deeper than the other one. There's one there which I cut, and one there which I didn't see, not cut. Same here. That one's cut and that one isn't. There's two here I did cut. Two here I did cut, two there I did cut. Then we're back to one. Then we've got a double here. Then we've got one there, 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 another one there. And then there's a whole run here where there is none until we get to here, which I got, and that one, and that one, and that one. I cut all them. So up here, for some reason, there's probably where two sheets of rebar joint. I can see there's rebar tying happening there. That one was already cut, I didn't do that. This one here was broken, probably by the jackhammer, and that one's nearly broken through with the jackhammer. Anyway, I've got a bit of cutting to do still. I think I've got all the rebar now. So now I've got to try and prise it off the dirt. First time I've done it this way, because normally I have undermined the dirt from out under it. But I've got nowhere to put the dirt this time, so I'm gonna do it this way. Oops. Yes, that one, perhaps even two. Yes, I remember them and I forgot to cut them. Right. There we go. I win. Again. How I'm going to get it out that door is another thing to be solved. Okay, I've made some space there. I'm going to do some shuffling, at least to the door, and then I'll figure out how to get it out the door after that. This end has to go on that end of the step. That end is going on that end of the step. So that end needs to go out the door first, which makes it all the more tricky. I'm going to call it quits on the video there. You'll have to tune in next week to find out what happens next. Maybe it'll still be here, maybe it won't. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I'll catch you next week. Ciao.